All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let me make sure we're actually live. I think we are. Let's go ahead and verify. Get the comments set up, put the notifications out if we are, and then we will get started. All right. Let's see. Switch account. What is going on? I'm on the wrong account. That's nice. All right, so my phone is on the wrong account, so I won't be able to look at comments without searching for it. Give me 1 second, guys. Damn, messed this up. Do. Well, how are y'all doing today? Hope everyone's doing well today. Obviously, green day across the market. But that being said, it does not mean the bull market is back by any means. So, and we'll talk about that as well. Let's go ahead and get everything set up first. We'll talk about a few different things. And then we will jump into the market as a whole, see what's going on. So I tried to do a video last night, and I was looking at the market, looking at it, and I couldn't really get my thoughts together on the way I wanted to do things. So I went ahead and I was like, all right, I'm just going to put it up to tomorrow, do a big live stream, and really just get everything squared away. And we'll talk about that in a second once I get this up. Why is this taking so long? There we go. Awesome. So we are live. Okay, great. So we are live. So let's go ahead and push this out. Live stream. Share. Here we go. Live stream going. Live stream to discuss markets. All right, awesome. Cool. All right, we're out. Sweet. Okay, so let's start diving in this sucker. And like I was saying, guys, like the markets are really volatile. We've definitely been due for a bounce for a very long time. It actually screwed me over really, really bad on how far we dropped without any sort of a sustained bounce. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, we've been due for a bounce for a very long time, and it's just maybe we're finally starting to get that legitimate bounce. And a lot of the reason why is right here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Bitcoin dominance looks like they may actually be breaking down. We're getting some sort of a bounce currently, but overall though, like this is actually looking very bearish on Bitcoin dominance, which is very bullish for the overall altcoin market. So we've been trying to get this to break down for a long time from this consolidation range. And so are we finally going to be able to beat down on this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this going to be the final push that actually gets us that legitimate alt seeds that we've been looking for so long? And, you know, it's really too early to tell if this is the one. Bitcoin's at resistance. It is definitely starting to reject. But like, here's the thing. We've been so focused on this little range over the last, 2 months now, 2-3 months, that if you go back, you can see like this is all we've been doing. But like we've had some major movements, and we still have not had a proper retracement from these highs back here in 69,000. Like this was the biggest retracement that we had, and it was still very, very light. So we're still waiting for it. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of the elephant in the room. Where the hell have I been, right? I'm sure that's a huge part of the elephant. Where have I been? What's been going on? Yada, yada, yada. So let's talk about that, because it's actually a pretty shitty story. And I'm going to give you guys a heads up. So what happened is I said from way back here, I was actually bearish. I said, guys, I really think that the market's done. I think we're going to start crashing through. But like every other time, we've had a proper retracement before we go into the actual sustained bear market, right? And that's what's happened every single bear market prior. So I've held and I've held and I've held and I've held all the way down here, right? So over here, when taxes were due back here in April, I actually decided that this was not the proper bounce, so we were going to keep going down. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep holding on to this money that is owed to the IRS, and I'm just going to wait for the proper bounce, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out. Well, as you guys can tell, the bounce never actually came. And although I did actually outperform the market as a whole, the value just continued to dive down. And so what happened straight up is like the IRS took a majority of my profile, and that sucks, right? It is what it is. I definitely made some huge mistakes there. So although I did outperform the market as a whole, my spot positions just kept dropping, in which case now my portfolio is significantly less than it was a year ago from now, which, you know, what do you do, right? So because of that, I've been really focused on building up relationships with my job, my work, with my wife, etc. So I'm now in a much better place. But you know, it's been very demoralizing watching what happened. But you know, what do you do, guys? So that's essentially what's been going on with me. But yeah, it just sucks. I made a really poor decision there, and I definitely paid for it. Like I mentioned to you guys way back in the day, I did go ahead and take some serious profits right here. January or December 31st, I took a lot of profits right here. So because of that, my capital gains were found, or they were solidified at this point. So I had to pay tax on the capital gains there. So guys, it sucks, but you know, waiting for a bounce never actually happened. So you know, it is what it is. So I lost a lot of motivation. That being said, even my wife told me, she was like, you were a lot happier and stuff whenever you were doing this stuff. So I really want to get back involved in things of that nature. Furthermore, like I've also explained to you guys, I did have, with my job, I wanted to have a driver that was with me as well so I could focus on doing charts and things of that nature while I'm on the road. Well, my driver my driver bailed on me. And then the next guy that I hired to do the same job, he actually almost got me fired from what I'm doing. So I've been really cautious and hesitant to bring anybody else on board. But I did find someone who I've known for many years, a good friend of mine, and he's starting on the 15th of November. And so once he starts, I will be able to post a lot more while we're traveling on the road and things of that nature. So until then, I'm not entirely sure. The whole goal with Precision Trading Academy was so that I would be able to step back a little bit and let other people also help step up. That hasn't worked out very well either, just because we've all had conflicting schedules, and this time of the year is just an absolute nightmare for us. Malik's been doing a really good job. He has exams. I know Ace has been having a lot of issues due to his work, my work, etc. So we've been talking in the backgrounds. We're really trying to get back involved. It sucks, but I am coming back. Make that very clear. It's just been a really shitty time. So that's where I'm at right now. I want to be totally transparent with you guys and totally honest. That's been basically the best way of doing things. But that's where we're at. So I do not like this rejection at all. You guys see this? This is a really nasty rejection right now. All right, either way, so that's going on. Let's go ahead and move on. From that, I just want to make sure you guys will understand what was going on, why things just been so shitty in my life lately. That being said, I want to make it clear as well. Ever since here, I want to make this very clear. Ever since back in, I think it was like the beginning of the year, I said I was going to pull 1% of my portfolio every week, right? And I did that. I took 1% of my portfolio out every single week for about 10 or so weeks. So this entire region, I was taking out little portions of it, but ultimately it was only around probably 10% of my portfolio. So it's not like I'm struggling, guys. Make that very clear. I'm not asking for money or donation, that crap. I don't want any of that, right? The thing is, I did stick to my plan on that aspect, and I was waiting for the proper bounce, but essentially the time ran out, and I had to pay the taxes. So I had to liquidate a majority of my portfolio that was left. I still have some. Most of my portfolio right now is actually an XRP. I think XRP has the best use case, the best fundamentals. The chart still looks really good. So ultimately, like, I think that's still my play, and I have a vast majority of my funds in XRP. Just because of convenience, because I like the charts, I like the fundamentals behind it. Everything looks generally really good on it, and I do think it is relatively low value compared to the rest of the altcoins. So that's the only one that really never took off, and I think it has the least amount it can really drop realistically. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So all right. Yeah, so it's been really challenging just to look at charts and stuff lately because of how like irritating I've been. So obviously I paid my last portion of my taxes on October 15th. So I've had like 2 weeks to process everything and all that crap, and so here we are. So, all right, done. Let's move on. So, this chart, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to clear off everything on here, and we're going to start from scratch, all right? And let's go to my 6-hour chart. That's the one that we were looking at for a very long time, and it's been holding up really well. I really do like this 6-hour levels. Yeah, this 6-hour level was just gorgeous, and it's really given us a ton of insight into the chart. So let's see if maybe this is still our key levels. Okay, and like I said, I was looking at the charts last night, but it was really hard to try to make a video on it. So I'm going to go through my thoughts on what I've been seeing, and then I'm going to be doing the stream for probably 2, maybe 3 hours or so. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll be posting different setups and stuff on Discord as well. So if you are on Discord, you'll feel free to check out those. It's a nasty shooting star candle. Has decent volume. That's KuCoin though. Let's go to another chart. Bitfinex. God, that is a nasty, nasty, nasty candle. That does not look healthy. All right, either way, let's keep working on this though. All right, so this was the setup we were looking at, and I said we're going to buy down here, sell up here. As you can see, we just constantly could not break through. So this support level held up really, really nicely, and I do like the way that it did hold up. We have a clear trend line here. Client appointment. My wife real quick. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. So my lunch plans also got canceled, so that means that I'm here with you guys and I don't have any distractions. Perfect. All right. You guys can see this is really what took off this acceleration that we saw a couple days ago. This was a trend line that was forming, and this trend line you can actually draw it depending upon how you draw it. It can go a lot further back. So either way, we had some sort of a trend line breakout. Looks like some sort of a consolidation here. We have an attempted break to the upside, but it does look like this breakout is looking like it's failing. I don't like what I'm seeing here. As a whole, this does not look like it looks like it's a rejection at this point. We'll go to the lower time frames in a bit. Let me focus. Sorry, I got to focus here. Okay, this is a resistance. Let's go ahead and annotate it as such. Okay, and the reason why I'm annotating this is because we had a very similar situation over here. This was on a 4-hour chart. Was it a 4-hour? 8-hour maybe? I could have swore it was a 4-hour. Could have swore it was a 4-hour. I really think it was a 4-hour chart. Let me look in this. I think this is it. Yep, I think that was it. Am I losing my mind right now, guys? What is going on? All right, either way, let's keep moving on. All right, so support, resistance, we bounce, 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 bounce. You guys can see every time it touches this resistance point, it has rejected. So realistically, at this point, we should be looking for, if this does continue going back up, where am I looking to sell? It's simple as can be, right there. Okay, this is my target if we do continue pushing back up. So I would say between 22.5 to 22.7. That is the ultimate target, where if we do push up, I would not expect us to go any higher than there. Let's look at some breakers. Nothing on here. We have a breaker right here. I do like this level. It has a little bit of confluence as well. Let's go to a weekly. Ooh, that's pretty sexy. 200 weekly is up there. God, 200 weekly is already way up there. That looks horrible, guys. That is just not good. Until we get above the 200 weekly, we have to assume that this is still just a bearish retest. Yeah, I think I'm with you, James. I think this is going to be a bearish retest ultimately. Guys, like this does not look healthy. I don't know what else to look at. Like, if you look at this chart, this just does not look healthy. Being below the 200 weekly is a huge deal. We've never been below here for an extended period of time in the entire history of crypto, and we definitely have accepted down here. So ultimately, we have to assume that this is still just a bearish retest until we do start breaking the upside. And I really don't see that happening. I just don't. I don't think we're going to be able to get up there. Let's see. Fed is starting to pivot a little bit. They're starting to get some. There is some bearishness with the, or let me rephrase this. The Fed is starting to push out some more dovish signals. During the meeting with Jerome Powell, we didn't have any bearish signals, but there's a lot of follow-on information that we might be looking to pivot soon. The jobs report came out today, was pretty shitty. So because of that, Fed is all about jobs, 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 jobs. Well, since the jobs are looking like they're starting to, the jobs market looks like it's starting to drop a little bit, that may give additional confluence that, hey, we may be tightening too much, and it's time to ease back a little bit. If they do start easing back and slow the rate of it, slow to the rate of the Fed increases and things of that nature, you know, that could be a catalyst to give us a nice little pump up to maybe 24,000. Ultimately, though, I really don't see us getting above there. This right here is obviously a really strong weekly breaker. This is the absolute cap. I just don't see us breaking above here. If we do break above this level, where I'm targeting is going to be right up here. Okay, if we get up here, I'll be targeting up in this region. So if we can reclaim 22.5, I'd be targeting 30,000. But make it very clear, this is the absolute cap that I would expect. This is a very, 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 very strong resistance. You can even expand this to the left, and you can see how incredibly important of a level this is. If we're able to, this is all hypothetical, right? If we can get above here, this is when I say, okay, if we can start busting above here and show a bullish market structure, you can legitimately talk about a bull market being back, okay? This is my sign that, oh my gosh, a bull market legitimately is back, and we legitimately could be going over for another leg up. Then, you know, you can start having those arguments. So maybe this is just a wave for a consolidation going to an extended fifth or a blow off top or something like that. But until this happens, I am not looking at this in any way, shape, or form as anything more than just a simple retracement up to probably here, potentially here, before a drop back down. That's it. Okay, so don't get in your mind that like we're just gonna accelerate to the upside and this is the beginning of some magical ride on Bitcoin, because I really don't think so. Now, the altcoins have a more bullish case to them. The altcoins definitely do, and the reason why is because if you go to the Bitcoin dominance, we see how we've been stuck in this range for so long. It's a consolidation range. If we do start to break down with conviction, which we might be doing here, but we don't have any confirmation yet. If we start really breaking down here, Bitcoin can do a mild retracement up to around 30,000. And if it does a mild retracement up to 30,000, we could have several 100% gains on our altcoins if that does happen. Like I know you've mentioned on here, but Band, right? Band's a good example of that. Band has had a really impressive jump off its lows in the last, I mean, realistically, it's happened the last couple of weeks, but in the last 24 hours, it's been really popping off, right? So, like, this is sort of movement that is very possible for the entire market if we start getting a serious retracement. That's, yeah, 200%. Like, that's not even that big of a movement if you want to talk about altcoins. Altcoins can move tremendously higher. What are some of the big ones? I know Matic was looking really good. OP's looking really good, but man, it is at some serious resistance right now. This is huge resistance. I wouldn't want to be messing with this. XRP is actually looking pretty decent too. We are at the weekly 200 moving average, and we look like we're rejecting off of it, so it's definitely a major point that be very cautious at this point. Like I told you guys, I have XRP. I'm holding on to my XRP. I'm not selling it. All I'm doing at this point is just accumulating and adding at this point. I'm not looking to sell anything. Now that all the taxes are taken care of, all that crap, what I'm doing is I'm replenishing my portfolio when it comes to crypto. So I'm just throwing stuff in there, right? But what I'm doing, though, is I'm trying to time it to where I'm getting the best deals possible. But what I throw into XRP, I'm not cutting out because they do have a major fundamental issue going on. And yeah. Okay, looks like I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Possibly. This could be a breakout on algo. Altcoins look like they could be doing breakouts, guys. A lot of these coins do look like it. Man. Ethereum BTC, I know, had a pretty decent chart. It's holding up really nicely. When we lost this level, I was really expecting us to just keep dropping down and Bitcoin take the show, but like it's recovered really strongly. Wow, pretty impressive. Okay. Let's go back. Let's look at the technicals. So Bitcoin dominance, I talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum dominance. A little bit weird of a chart because Ethereum's taken off and Bitcoin's dropping. So I'm going to ignore this for now. What gaps do we have? We have this gap up here right around 30,000. So this would actually be a pretty decent gap fill, which, in case you guys aren't aware what that is, essentially this this only trades in certain periods of time. So when you have these gaps, that means a lot of trading happened during the weekends. So you come up here, we get up here, a lot of times these gaps like to get filled, and we have a gap fill here between 27 and 28, and we also have one from 34 to 36. So could something like that happen? I mean, it's feasible. This one's fairly likely. This one, I don't really think that's going to happen. I just really don't think it is. But, you know, we'll see. Okay. That's all I got to say about the CME gaps. Dow Jones is having a strong... It lost the 200 weekly, but it did have a pretty strong bounce out. You can see how we had this rounded top pattern over here. And once we had the rounded top, once it did start collapsing, it did start collapsing, right? We did get a retracement, which I believe, if I remember correctly, it actually got to the 618. Let's verify that. Yeah, you guys see that? Perfect 618 bounce. So it did drop, come back up, did a 618 retracement, and we dropped back down again. So that is a completed correction, right? So you can consider this an ABC, and this may be the start of the new impulse, or it could have just been the first wave of 5 down. But this is a pretty strong recovery, and more so than you would really expect to see. And in 3 hours and 41 minutes, if this weekly breaker does hold, that does look fairly bullish. So Dow does look pretty damn strong, guys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Let's go to, I like the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily 200. Yeah, we're rejecting off the 200 daily, which 200 daily is also a very important level as well. So, yeah, we can see what happened here. This is a very similar setup, as you can see. We came up the 200, closed above it, held it, and then we lost it. We just dropped. This looks like it came up here, held above it, dropped. Even maybe a bearish retest today before a continuation back down. So, like, this looks very bearish on the... So, okay, let me make this clear. This looks very bearish on the daily chart when you incorporate the 200 weekly or the 200 daily moving average. This looks very bearish. If you go to the weekly, though, if we hold above this weekly breaker, because now this has been a proper flip because we closed above it. Let me go ahead and change this to green. We're going to do extend right only. You can see this was closed above. It come back down here, so this should hold as support. So you see how we have conflicting signals. On the daily, it looks bearish because it looks like it's a daily 200 moving average rejection. However, on the weekly, it looks like we've closed above it, come back down, retested it. for a possible continuation back up. So we have very conflicting signals right here. So it's really hard to make a proper assessment on this chart when you're looking at the higher time frames. No matter what, though, this rounded top definitely is very bearish. Doesn't look bad, though. It doesn't look bad. Look at the DXY. Okay, yep. DXY came down and tested, I believe, as a 3-day. No, a weekly. What is this level? It's a monthly 4-hour. Oh, 8-hour. That's right, 8-hour. Okay, so this 8-hour breaker that we had over here, you guys can see. I was saying it back then. I said, guys, this is probably our last chance for DXY to really break down. This should be a bearish retest and break back through. We broke above it, and then, of course, we had an explosive move upwards at DXY, which also correlated with the drop in the Dow Jones. But now it looks like we've actually have had some bearishness to the DXY. And this trend line right here, let's get rid of this rounded trend line. Let's get rid of this. It's too low of a time frame. This was a monthly. Yep, monthly breaker. I think the other ones can stay. What is this? Weekly? Nope. Nope. Daily. Okay. Too low time frame. Let's get rid of it. Okay. That's what we want to look at. This is what the chart I want to look at right now. So as you guys can see, this trend line, especially on the lower time frame, go to the 4-hour, is very significant. It held us up for a long time, right? And that's too low a time frame. Nope, take that back. I don't like that either. Damn. There we go. Okay. This is what I thought it was. Yeah, we'll check out all these alts. Don't worry, guys. I got you. Okay. Test, or forming the trend line, test the trend line, test the trend line, break down, come back up, bearish retest. So DXY actually looks really bearish, which is bullish for crypto, right? So, or traditional stocks. So as long as this continues breaking down, this is definitely a pretty damn bearish or a bullish indicator. Ultimately, though, this right here is, I think, the biggest test. Break down below here, and I think we're going to get some sort of acceleration across our markets. Oh, man, guys, this is tough. There's a lot of conflicting information right now. Let's go to SPX. Okay, similar to Dow. Not as strong of a not as strong of a bounce, though. Gold's still beneath our key level, isn't it? Yeah, it's still beneath our key level, but it is breaking above this. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. This is nuts, guys. This is really pivotal. Like, all right. So, trend line. But I think even more important is this key level right here. I think this was a 3-day. Yeah, you guys can see this, right? Resistance, support, support. Support, 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 broke through, and now it's like confirming this as a resistance point. So you got to be really, really, really cautious. If we get above here, and gold tends to follow the risk on assets. A lot of people consider it like a stable asset, or like a hedge against volatile assets. That's just been proven to be false. That there's no. This chart looks very similar to the Dow Jones or other volatile assets. So because of that, it's really hard to say that like gold is now in a different class than other traditional assets. It just doesn't. This looks like it's following the traditional markets way too well to be a risk-off asset. It has different movements and things of that nature, but ultimately it is following the risk-on assets just like all other ones. And which is why it's also really hard to find an actual asset class that directly inverses the rest of the traditional markets. So it's really hard to have that proper hedge. Gold was supposed to be it, so was silver and all those, and it's just not. Everything's really following each other. Netflix. Let's get rid of that. I have no real reason to have Netflix still on there. All right. Total charts. Let's clear everything off. Let's start from scratch. Let's go to the monthly. Key monthly levels right here. It's a resistance point. Weekly. I'm going to go ahead and annotate the top of the previous bull market. I think that's pretty important. You guys can see how well it popped off of there. Yeah, James, like you have a good point there. Like the whole asset classes are so crazy. Now, something I want you guys to take very, very clear notice of, okay? This is the weekly 200 moving average. Okay, you guys can see that. Weekly 200 moving average. We are currently trading above it on the total market cap. But on Bitcoin, we are trading beneath it. Okay? That's so important. What that tells us is that Bitcoin has not reclaimed this major indicator, but the rest of the crypto market, or the composite of the crypto market, has. Okay? Like I'm assuming Ethereum has. I'm just going to make that assumption without even looking at it, but I'm going to look at it real quick. I would imagine that Ethereum has also reclaimed it. Yeah, of course. Look, it's clearly above there, along with most of other assets. Well, that's not a good example. XRP. Oh yeah, XRP is currently struggling with it. So like, although Bitcoin has not been able to reclaim it, a lot of the altcoins have. Oh man, ZEC looks like garbage. Damn. There are a lot of these coins that just don't look good, but there are some that look really good. These rounded bottoms are just gorgeous. Oh, I wish I had more to screw around with right now. That sucks. Damn IRS. Is what it is. Wow, that was strong. Strong movements. OMG looks pretty good. I like this rounded bottom. A lot of these coins have this really strong rounded bottom pattern, guys. It's hard to, wow, it's really hard to be really bearish right now. I know Litecoin's been taking off really well. Let's look at the BTC pairing on Litecoin. That's always been one that I've been watching really closely. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back in time. You guys can see this. Man, that is just gorgeous. All right, we're at a 3-day 200. I don't think it's very significant. Consolidating above the 200 daily. Pop the upside. What's our next resistance points? Next major resistance. I think we're probably there. This block right here is probably our next resistance point on the 200 on the Bitcoin pairings. What are the big ones? I know Litecoin's been doing really well. Sushi's been doing really well. Atom's been doing really well. Atom just, the chart does not look bad at all. Algo's been doing really well. AAV, wow. I know Doge looked pretty good, right? Not today, but it did really well. Had a really strong last week. Looks to be consolidating. That looks like a pretty well top. So we can see this failure right here. This is what you're looking for. So this is a swing failure pattern. So you can see how we made a high, came back up here, attempted to make another high, we couldn't do it. That also coincides with the volume. So you can see how we have sweep, lower RSI, right? So you have a higher high in price, lower high in RSI, right? So that's a bearish divergence on this pairing. Should be a pretty easy short. Once we close beneath there, that should be a pretty easy short. And you guys can see it's just been collapsing since. All right, let's do this more methodically. I need to start doing this more methodically. Is algo taking off right now? Yeah, I know it was on a 38.5 when I started the stream. Wow, looks pretty strong. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin, lower time frame. Really harsh rejection. Strong bearish divergence. I think Lovejeet was saying he's in a short, and I definitely see why. You can call this a three strike pattern as well, or a three dive pattern, or three drive. I can't talk today. So one drive, two drive, three drive reversal. 4 hours just looks disgusting, and that's confirmed. This is definitely, this breaker is acting as some sort of a support. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just got a text. All right, so this right here is a really, really, really key level. If we extend this left, you can see this is a support. Okay, look at how significant this region is. Okay, consolidation, consolidation, resistance, 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 right? You can see the resistance right there. Break above. This is a retest. This is absolutely a bullish retest, and this is really where this is what's going to happen. Like, we don't know, but I think right now is a pretty damn good long opportunity. And like I told you guys, I will be targeting right here. This is where I want to go to. So if you were to want to go into a long position, I think now is a pretty damn good spot. And then I would close it out upon a loss of this. Okay. So if you enter into a position, 22.4 is what I'd be targeting. And I would be looking to close this if you get a 15-minute loss or a close above here, below here. If you wanted to make a hard stop loss, I would probably say I'd say here beneath this. Yeah, that's what I would do. If you want to do it, if you want, and then obviously, guys, this is up to you if you wanted to do it, but I would do. This is the trade I'd be looking for right here. Yeah, I like this entry. I think it makes a lot of sense. My computer is going so damn slow, and I don't know why. I'm not having a good time with this. I actually had to restart my computer twice to see what the hell was going on. What? Or if we get a 15-minute close beneath 20. 20755. Targeting the yep 6-hour breaker. I still like that 6-hour breaker. It's just been it's been really, really, really clean. I really do like this level. So 6-hour breaker. Yep, 6-hour. 6-hour trade. Yep, I like it. I think this makes a lot of sense. Now, if we get a solid or if we get a I'm going to go ahead and reverse this. For a short, this is where it gets weird because you could make this a swing short as well. There's a 4-hour 200, 19.7. That's not that unreasonable. I don't think it is, honestly. The 4-hour 200 has had a ton of interaction with it. There's daily breaker down there as well. This flush out definitely is not unrealistic by any means. Let's see. I would not be interested in a short right now. It is a conditional. It's already been tested though. I don't know how confident I'd be on that. It's really hard to find a right entry for a short right now. There's just so much consolidation in here. The only real target that I see is down here. $19.5. $19.5. Probably the best I can do. I think this probably makes sense. I think be a these are the two opportunities I'm looking at. I think the first target would be right here at 19.7. Well, no, I don't like that though. It's not. I'd probably take a partial. Take the 4-hour 200 and then to close the rest of the two at the daily breaker. Now this would be a conditional if we were to lose this this. Oh shit. Can't talk today. Gosh, dang, I'm struggling today, guys. Five minutes. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that there's a legitimate there's a lot here we can play. Definitely a lot. 3.7, it's not bad. lose the 15-minute breaker, and I think it would be a solid short play to target the 4-hour 200 MA daily breaker combo. Either way, I would be looking. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So if this fails to hold, I'd be looking for a short position down to the 4-hour 200. That's the best I've got. Like, there's the easiest play is the long. I think you have better opportunity there. Just because we have so much consolidation here. Man. Oh, Gala had that hack last night. Oh, man. That's rough. Already liquidated all of my Gala position, so missed all on all of that movement. Oh, wow. This looks really good. This looks really healthy. Holy shit. Yeah, XRP looks really healthy. Look at that 4-hour 200 interaction. Just gorgeous. This is nuts. Really, really clean. I like the little pump in volume. It's nothing crazy, but it definitely does have a pump in volume. Now, okay, here you go. This is a great example of like conflicting information. 4-hour 200 on the USD pairing looked really, really clean. But if you go to the 4-hour on the BTC pairing, look at this. Right? Strong interaction, rejection, and then look right here, solid rejection. So it's really, really tough to like this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like the market is at such a pivotal point right now. It's just at a really, really pivotal point. I don't really think I'd be very confident taking a position either direction right now. If you put a gun in my head and said, which way do you think it's gonna break? Honestly, I think it's gonna break up. I think the altcoin markets are gonna continue breaking up for a little bit, right? Basically until Bitcoin reaches those key levels or until Bitcoin breaks down, the alts can continue to run. But a lot of these alts do look really strong. Algo looks really strong. 200, oh my gosh, it's above the 200 daily. Oh shit. I'm just not like I just wouldn't want to get in front of these trains. I just wouldn't, guys. I would not be too quick to short this. Just wouldn't. Like that's currently a rejection on the BTC pairing for the 200 daily. But man, that is a strong impulsive movement. Like Doge is at this resist or the Doge is at a support level right now. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Mm-mm-mm. And you can see why Litecoin's broken out pretty aggressively. 200 daily. Yeah, I would not be too quick to short into these movements. I just wouldn't, guys. This is the first time we're trading above the 200 daily since December 2021. Guys, this has been a year. This is the first day we're trading above it. I just don't think it's smart to fade this. Fuck. Some of these coins are not really anywhere near it, but the coins that are 200 daily is really really important. Like we can see this. Like a lot of these coins interact very strong with the 200 daily moving average. And when you see a coin like Litecoin that has just now gotten above it and starting to trade above it, ooh, that was a strong rejection. Like we saw what happened when we got above the 200 daily yesterday for band. 200 daily above it. Just consolidating above it. You said that you are neutral in XLM. Gotta agree on that one. I'm very neutral in this. It's really hard to really make a good assessment off this chart. Let me release everything. Yeah. The structure looks decent, but this looks more of a corrective structure, or not a corrective, more of like a consolidation structure than an impulsive one. This looks pretty damn like it wants to take off. XRP just looks healthy right now. It just looks healthy. I don't like this rejection off the 200 weekly, but this chart just looks really healthy, and I really don't want to fade this. Waves, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want anything to do with that. That just does not look good. Nope. This looks good. This looks good. This overall structure looks really healthy. I like this. Yeah, this just looks really, really clean. UniSwap looks beautiful. BTC pairing looks great as well. I don't have any issue with this whatsoever. Yeah. Fuck. This does look good. What? Yes. Yeah, UniSwap looks really good. Oh man. Raven. Oh, I heard Solana in the chat. Let's see. I'm looking on high time frame first to see if anything really sticks out. This is a good reclaim. I like this interaction here. So we have this daily over here, and you can see how we fell beneath it, which is it's a really bad bear trap, right? Really, really strong bear trap. Go beneath it, but now right here, this block has acted as a strong support. So once it was formed, come back down here, bounced off of it, continue back up. That looks really good. Like I like this. This interaction looks really strong. Fuck. Litecoin, holy hell. I think I'm stopped down, aren't I? Well, still held. It's still holding. Extend to the right. BTC 15-minute breaker. Still holding. Do. Yeah. Yeah, CRV. Yeah. I think CRV is the interesting one. The daily 200 moving average is the key. Like this right here is so important. I want to see what happens. This is like a really, really important level. I think the high time frames are giving us the best looks on these coins right now. That's why I'm not really focused too much on the low time frame. But the high time frame on a lot of these coins looks really good. Like Algo, this looks really strong. Atom looks strong. This looks really strong. Damn. Sucks. I don't really have much to put into this. Let's remove everything. Zill. Let's go to the weekly. No, I can't be bullish on this, guys. I just can't. See, this is the reason why. See that? I like Zill to me, I cannot get bullish on this chart until we reclaim this. There's no way I can remain bullish on here. So Zill's dead to me. As far as I'm concerned, this is a bearish retest for Zill. Until we get above here, I can't change my bias. I just can't. XLM, similar with this block, not as strong, but like similar with here. I think that, well, actually, I think the more clear one is right here. If you get above here, I'd be really interested in trading this coin. Right? If you can get above here, then we can target up higher. But until then, even then, like this 200 weekly is still gonna be a really strong point. So yeah, I definitely see what you're talking about with how XLM you're neutral on it. I just there's room, there's a little bit of room, but for the most part, I wouldn't want to mess with that. Yeah, QNT, I got you. Let's look at QNT and then I'll go back to Matic. Haven't I talked about Matic yet? I don't think I have. Oh shit. Yeah, QNT. All right. Let's go over here, QNT. QSP. Ooh, gosh. QNT, BTC. Ooh, shit. Quant is having one hell of a retracement. But if you want to find a retracement level, like this is really where you want to get that at. Sorry, I was a fly. It's Bitcoin. What the QNT USD. Like, this is the point I'd be looking at. If you want to get into quant, like, I think this makes the most sense. This looks like a bullish retest on this level. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. If I was to want to get into this coin, this is the point that I'd be looking to get into. It's a 3-day level. Now the only problem with this chart is this. Like this is clearly a consolidation range that it was, as of right now, a failure to get above. So like this is still a failure to break out on this consolidation range. So I would have to pass on this coin. I just am not interested in it, guys. I'm not. I think Yeah, I'm just not interested. I think there's just too. The only place that I'd be interested to trade this coin would probably be if we were to lose this level down here. I'd be looking to trade up to here, or I'd be looking to trade above here, looking to trade up to here. These are the movement. Oh shit, too big. These are the movements that I'm interested in, from here to here, or here to here. Like, you see those two levels? That's what I'm looking at. But like at this point, I don't really think there's enough movement here to really justify entering this trade relative to other coins. Because if this one starts to pop off, you're probably going to have a lot more. Now, if you are able to reclaim this level, like the 200 region, if you can get back into the 200s, you could probably target 260 pretty, reasonably. I think that makes sense. But that's probably all I'd be looking for. Now, also, because I love Fibonacci retracements, if you can get a retracement down to here, if you can get 90s for quant, oh yeah, that'd be huge, right? That'd be gorgeous. To me, that'd be an instant buy. I think that'd be an instant buy for me. I'm gonna go ahead and set an alert. There we go. Golden pocket retrace. That'd be beautiful. I would really want to see that. All right, what's the next one you guys want to? Oh, Matic. Then I'll go to Ada next. Matic. Not much volume. You know, that's the one thing on here that I'm seeing across the board. The volume looks pretty low in a lot of these. It's definitely an increase from what we've had lately, but like the volume is still relatively low. Doesn't mean it can't take off, but it's just, something to consider. Now, do look at this though. We are above the 200 daily. So since we're above the 200 daily, like, that's a very bullish sign. Yeah, this weekly breaker is still the key level. So, okay. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop like, okay. Here's the issue with this coin. Majority of the movement's probably already done. What I would expect to see happen is maybe one more push up here and then a rejection. Okay. This is the spot that I'd be looking to take profits on. So if this is the region I'd be looking to take profits on, you got to go low time frame and understand you would have to do some sort of a position of here. This is basically the high side for an easy movement. Okay. So now you'd have to adjust your entry and your risk and your entry and your stop loss to make it to where the ratio would make sense. So if you could get an entry down lower and have enough R to play with, then sure, you can do that. But the problem is we're just so close to here and we really don't have a clear invalidation point at this point, right? So the only way that you could really make this work is if you were only targeting like 124, and let's say you enter now and your stop loss is like there. Is that a good play? Sure, I could see that being legit. And that's a 5R trade. That makes sense. But you're only going to have a 10% gain on this movement if it was to play out. It's a 5R trade, but it'd only be a 10% movement. Is that acceptable for you, right? Now, if this does break out and it does go up to the 124 region, is it also probably fairly reasonable? A lot of the other coins that look like they're ready to break out, such as Algo or XRP or things of that nature, wouldn't that be probably a higher risk or a higher ROI? Yeah, I think it would be, right? So I think Matic is pretty damn close to being capped out. I don't see it getting above here without some sort of a resistance or a pause or some sort of a pause, right? We have this weekly break and we have this weekly break right above it. So 124 to 134, I think, is a really harsh resistance as of right now. There's just too much consolidation right here. So That's my thoughts on that. How's Bitcoin doing? Okay, we're still struggling. Is the 15-minute breaker lost? I don't think it is yet. Nope, held again. I can't change my bias yet, guys. Like, as long as this 15-minute breaker's held, this is still a support level. Also, this is a theory. I think golden pocket. Yeah, we're at the 702 golden pocket level. Right? Yeah, there you go. We're at the golden pocket. I'm just not really interested in selling here. Another reason. Oops, shit. Is that we are also at a golden pocket retracement. Do. Yep. I just this level does not make sense to be bearish. I don't think this is the point to be bearish. Okay? Yet, if we start losing this, sure. But right now it doesn't make sense. There's too many reasons to be bullish at this point in time on this coin. And if Bitcoin's bullish, the rest of the market's bullish, right? That makes sense. QNT, I just covered QNT. Algo, I have not covered Algo yet. Have I talked about Matic? Yeah, I have talked about Matic. Matic, essentially, we're capped out on where we can go, I think. The risk to reward, the ROI doesn't make sense relative to other opportunities. If Matic takes off, I think other coins will take off a lot harder. So if you're doing high leverage and think you can make money off of that ROI, cool, great, right? For me, I don't think there's a clear enough of an exit or a clear enough of a stop loss. Target's pretty clear, but the stop loss is not. And so because of that, I would just be very cautious at this point. I think a majority of the movement's already been missed. Don't really like this low time frame on Atom. I don't like how this looks. I don't like this grinding up like this. The reason why, what is this doing, right? These grind ups like this, is this not just putting in bearish divergence to bearish divergence the entire way up, right? There to there. Let's do this. I'm going to not extend. Okay. That a bearish divergence? Yes. Is that a bearish divergence? Yes. It's a bearish divergence. Yes. This is a bearish divergence. Yes. Okay. So when you have a grind up like this, I see this as losing strength, right? You can call this like a rounded top pattern, but the point is you're losing strength on each of these pushes up. So ultimately, it's not able to sustain its movement as well as it should. So, yeah, I see this as a loss of strength. So, and again, this is a 15-minute time frame, very, very low. Okay. But if I was looking at a coin to play, I would not be looking at this particular coin right now. Although the higher time frame does look good, I'd be looking for a better entry. So maybe if it can come back down and do like a retest of like a golden pocket retracement, right? So if it was to come back down here, you can probably get an entry around like $14. That would make more sense, right? Because you already have that drop and that bearish divergence already played out. As of right now, that bearish divergence is not played out yet. So, okay, so I'm going with that. So high time frame, Atom still looks good, but I'd be looking for a better entry as of right now on that particular coin. Bitcoin's still holding up though. It's still holding. Bullish case is still definitely valid. Okay, what was the other one I'm looking for? XDC? Yeah, I got you. I haven't looked at this coin in forever. I don't know what this going to look like. Do not like this volume. Yeah, we can see how blocky this is. There's just so little volume on KuCoin that like it can't even give out proper readouts in the chart. So I really hate trading coins like this. That being said, I'll give you a higher time frame look at it. All right, so let's go to the higher time frames. The hell's that? Oh, okay. Interesting. Is that a newer thing? I don't think I really recognized that. Okay, so the first thing to take notice of, a lot of the coins look more like rounding like this, right? This has been like a very common pattern. If you go to like Algo, for instance, okay, remember this look. You see that? Rounding, right? That's a rounded bottom structure, and this is the sort of bullish little structure you're looking for. Okay, now if you go back to XDC, it's not the same structure. It doesn't look exactly the same. It looks a little bit different. So this does not. Okay, it doesn't have that structure. This is more of a, right, flattening out maybe, or even possibly at the end, diving back down, right? So this does not look the same as this. They're different. So XDC looks as if it does not have the same strength as the other coins, okay? I'm going to assume that we can probably see that off of here. Yeah, you can see it right here. So ultimately, while other coins are popping up on the Bitcoin dominance, like on the Bitcoin pairings, XDC is actually dropping. So this means that relative to other altcoins, this coin is not showing the same strength. So am I looking to trade XDC? No, I'm not. Okay, it doesn't make any sense to trade this coin when you have other coins that are starting to round upwards and are showing a lot more strength. That good example of one that's showing some strength. Let's look at the BTC pairing. You guys see that? So this is a daily 200 moving average, and we're breaking above it. That looks really good. This is exactly what we want to see from this. Where's this at? Oh shit! I took the magnet off, didn't I? Oops. Yep, thought so. Okay, so like I can't get it, but the point is though, it's definitely starting to show a little bit of strength here. Very minor, but it definitely that does look like it's starting to push up a bit. It's showing some relative strength. I like that. TEL's already been showing a lot of strength. Let's look at the daily. Okay, this is the issue with TEL. We're coming up to the 200 daily. So until we close above there, I'd be very cautious at this point. So I'd be looking for something that is not taken off yet necessarily. Now, if we can get above here and actually reclaim it, that'd be really healthy. But as of right now, I'd be very cautious at this point. So CSPR, sure. How's shipping doing? I haven't looked at this in forever. Yeah. Okay, here's the good news about this, okay? We are back at what's called the point of origin. So the point of origin is this little point right here, down at the bottom of the, right there. This is called the point of origin. So when you go to the point of origin, a lot of times you do have a strong reaction. We've seen that a few times. I mean, there's one the example right there. Come back down to the point of origin, pop off. Right here, point of origin, pop off. Point of origin, pop off maybe, possibly. We don't really know obviously yet, but that's a possibility. So point of origins do have a lot of significance. There are certain coins that do it really well. I'm trying to think of what are good examples. I think it was Bitcoin Cash. I think that was the one that had a really, really strong point of origin pop. I think that was the one. BCH. Sort of. Maybe not. I forget which one it was. I had a really good example I used to show, but I just forgot which one it was to dive into it. All right, CSPR. Let's look at this. Yeah, dinosaur again. Pretty cool. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all, honestly. If it's gonna hold, this is where it's gonna hold. Like this is this. I think it looks really solid. Bitcoin pairing looks good as well. I think CSPR is a really strong coin right now. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So Casper. All right, let me explain why. So on Casper, what I'm looking at here. So you can go to different time frames and see what I'm talking about. You have a resistance block that's formed right here. Some sort of resistance, right? This is either going to be this is a consolidation of some sort, right? So the actual breaker is a little hard to distinguish exactly where it's at. Probably go to the 2-week chart. No, 2-week, 4-day. There's a 4-day works. This works pretty well. Yeah, it's a very odd time, but it's there, right? So you have this 4-day breaker that's formed, right? It loses it. Test it, test it, test it. Rejection, failure, test it, break above, retest for a continuation. This is a healthy market structure play. And this is pretty damn textbook, honestly. So you have a resistance, test, 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 break above, come back down for a continuation, right? It makes sense to me. So on a market structure play only, if you have a resistance, test, 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 break above, that's ugly. That's so ugly. But that's essentially what we're looking for. So test, 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 break above, retest, continuation, right? That's essentially what you're looking for. So, yeah, if you're bullish, this definitely is the place you want it to hold. Um, if we fall through here, bad, 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 right? That'd be a nasty, nasty, nasty deviation. But as of right now, though, definitely the I think it's a solid play. I think this is a very solid play. I'd probably look to lose this breaker. And as far as targets, fuck. Let's go to a weekly. Monthly. Monthly looks cleared. I go there. 8R trade. Think it makes sense, guys. I think this is the play if you wanted to go into it. Yeah. I think Casper makes a lot of sense. CVX. I haven't looked at this in forever. Convex Finance. God, it's so low. I remember I was still locked way back here. I actually sold, I think, like 30s. But man, damn. Damn. E and J. Wow, that thing. This was one of my big winners from the in 2017. Oh shit, it's CB. Hey buddy, how you doing, man? Yeah, this is one of my big winners from back in the day. Um, yeah, this was a really really good one for me. I had a lot of Raven coin and a lot of E and J. Those are the two coins that E and J, BNB, and Raven coin were my big winners back in 27 or 20 like 2020. These are the big ones for me. But yeah, this is what it is. All right. Yep. All right, I'll check that as well, CB, for sure, buddy. Let's see. This is definitely the spot that I'd be looking to accumulate E and J. There's no doubt about it. This breaker right here is solid. Damn, that sucks. Wish I had more to play with, but, you know, make mistakes, right? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That is absolutely the place to be looking. If I was looking at this chart and say, where would I want to buy? Right here. That's the spot. This is absolutely the spot. Okay, let's go to the low time frame, see if we can see anything else. We actually had a really good test of it yesterday. Looks like we're bouncing to the upside on it. Let's go to the 4 hour. Damn. No way. Yep. Yep. This looks clean, guys. Looks really, really clean. Looks really clean. I like this a lot. About the 4 hour, 200 moving average, bouncing off of that absolutely critical weekly breaker. Strong movement so far. I'd be targeting right around here. I think this is probably all I'd look for in the initial target. Get that 200 daily. If you can claim above that, you can have a lot more of a pump. But as of right now, that's all I'd be looking for. Just tagging that 200, seeing what happens then. EOS. Possibly a golden pocket retracement. No, it's below it. Damn it. I don't know if I like this already. It fell too far beneath. So, like, if this was an impulse, which it could have been, right? This could have been the initial impulse and then a correction into a continuation. I would like this to not fall beneath the 702, and we did. That to me is a little bit concerning because EOS actually had an impulsive. It looked like it was an impulse, and it looked like that was a really, really strong impulse into a correction to a continuation. So the problem is, though, is that, like, this is the most critical level, like anywhere in here, that you would look to have a rejection, right? You can see how this little spot right here, this was a support, 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 fell through, rejection, continuation down. Like, EOS just doesn't look healthy on the macro like a lot of other ones do. It looks like we've already had some sort of a retracement attempt to play out and fail. And we also retraced too far down. I just don't know if I like this chart, man. There are healthier charts on there are healthier coins right now than EOS. I can say that pretty damn confidently. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of a trend line here. Maybe it just came down to test that trend line. Is that what happened here? No. Fell beneath that too. Like, I don't really have a good reason. It looked like it just fell down too far. It fell too far to really get me comfortable on what I'm looking at. I just think the opportunity cost doesn't make sense with EOS. I would go with something else. Yeah, I think that's my play. I need to start taking notes. What am I doing? Let's take notes. Okay, so ones I like. Algo. I like Algo. XRP. I like XRP. I like Quant. No, I do not like Quant. I like VET. I like. I'm gonna look at it. Okay, cool. Looks like garbage. Good. Well, let's see this. Oh shit. I hate looking at this coin. It just irritates me every time I look at it. This looks like it's way too far down. Good. I don't like it. Sweet. Cool, 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 cool. All right, awesome. I don't need to look at requests. I'm done with that shit coin. PYR. We're close. Get up to that 200. I'll be really, really, really interested. Right now, though, I don't want to fuck around with that until we get above it. Yeah, CSPR. I do like CSPR. Good call. CSPR. I do like that one. ENJ. Yep. Good call. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, CB. I can't talk. Yep. You nailed it. I like all those. OMG, I think I also like this coin. Yeah, I like the volume shot here. Coinbase is not showing it though. What was that? Bittrex? No, it was Binance. No, Kraken. Kraken showing a little bit of a volume spike. Still too small. Let's go back. Omisigo. I always love the name of that coin. Omisigo. See, this was the absolute perfect spot, right? This monthly breaker is just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful tap. The problem is, though, there is a shit ton of resistance above us. Like, ton of resistance. So I don't really, and we've already played out this breaker, so I don't really know where to target. Besides the 200 daily is the only real clear target that I can see on there. Neo looks fairly strong. We're at the point of origin again. We can see how strong this level's been. This is where we've had strong bounces every time. I'm gonna put Neo. I want to put Neo down. Like I like it, guys. I think Neo makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think Neo makes sense. Where am I targeting? I don't even know. That's the crazy part about this coin. It's really hard to get a clear target on there. The weekly 200 probably is a good start. I want to see it get above the daily, so I'd probably my first target would be around $10 for the daily 200. My first target would be right here, and then after that, I'd be looking to probably target here. We have a lot of open sky above us, and I think this looks like it's sort of a consolidation pattern. Yeah. Target 1, target 2, target 3. Yep. I like it. Just, yeah, I like it. Looks good. Matic. I talked about this, how like I think this is the top level. This looks really strong, don't get me wrong, but it looks like we're close to it. I have not talked about H bar yet. I have not. So I will talk about H bar. And I also see ALBT and MNW. What the fuck is that? I know what a Lions block token is. MWN MNW. I don't think I've ever looked at that before. Man, no, that's not right. Crypto. Morpheus? Shit. That thing's been popping off. Wow. That is a gorgeous rounded bottom. Oh my god, how did I not see that? Look at that. Just beautiful, gorgeous rounded bottom right there. That's it. That is a rounded bottom. If you ever want to know what it looks like, that is literally what you're looking for. And the thing is, this rounded bottom pattern with the increase in volume right there, that was the clear sign. Like, this is perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Problem is, I don't know if I want to play this though. Like, we're at this key resistance right here, and I don't really think it makes sense. Yeah, I don't really want to play this. But damn, this is like no shit. This is like take this chart, oops, take this chart and overlay it with something else. How do I do that? Oh shit. Select layout. Okay. All right. You see this? Like, see the similarity right now? Just look at this. All right. Do you see this similarity? Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, rounded bottom, rounded bottom. This is essentially what like would make a lot of sense for what happens next with algo. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's gorgeous. Now, the biggest difference is right here, the volume. We don't have the volume, right? But like this is exactly what we're looking for. Like, this is like a future chart of algo if things play out the way that I would like to see it. But yeah, like this chart looks perfect. MW and MNW looks like a 30-day future chart of what should happen to many alts that have the rounded bottom structure that we are seeing on so many right now. Thanks, CB. I appreciate that. APT, MWN, ANKR, HBAR. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, like this is it's perfect. Like this is exactly what you're looking for. This is a perfect rounded bottom structure. I love it. And the 200 daily was what really accelerated this. So that's why I keep stressing back on it and back on it. 200 daily is so freaking important. But it also comes back to the volume, and we have not had the volume. Before I am hyper bullish on the alts. We just don't have the same volume, and that's the damn it. The volume is gorgeous though. Ugh. But yeah, start getting that volume, and like it's gonna be really hard for me to not be super bullish. All right, let's see. Let's start going through. I'm gonna do CB's one with H bar. Sort of a rounded bottom, but not really. It's not the same sort of structure. And I know it's so stupidly different, like so small, but I don't think H bar is really ready yet. I don't see the volume is gradually increasing. It's not bad. XDC was a clear example of one that's just not ready yet. XDC, you can see how it's more of like angling downwards. So H bar could be. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this chart. All right, let's look at this from the weekly perspective. God, I can't believe this dropped so far. Holy hell, man. This is nuts. It's just so irritating. I can't be bullish on this coin. Like, this right here is really concerning. Or let me rephrase this. I can't be bullish until we get above this level. That's it. I just can't. I can't be bullish here, guys. This level should have held, and it didn't. Like, this is unhealthy. It just is not. It is not healthy. Get above here, we'll talk. Till then, no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this coin. And the other problem is, this retest has already happened. We already had a bearish retest. Like, we've already had our bearish retest. So until we get above here, I can't be bullish on it, guys. I just can't. I'm sorry, but I just can't be bullish on this damn coin. I want to be. I'm not bullish on it. It sucks. Yep. All right. I'm gonna look at ADA real quick. I know you mentioned that a few times, and I just keep forgetting. Have we lost that level yet? 15-minute level. Ooh, shit. Have we? Maybe. No, we're still holding it. Still holding it. Barely, but we're still holding it. I'm still not bearish yet, but close. All right. ADA. All right. You said it's super bearish. Let's see. What do I think? That is the level we were looking for a bounce. This was the level we were looking for. It took a very long time. We finally got it. We cleared it. Came back above it. So honestly, I hate to say this, man. If you wanted to play this coin, this is a good one. Okay, and the reason why, not only did you drop into a major support level, you also have a really clean SFP, swing failure pattern, right? So this right here is a swing failure pattern. Could be a deviation. You can call it a few different things. The point is, you swept these lows, you came back in, and this looks like a bullish retest of this previous low. So on this chart, this is exactly what you're looking for a bottoming structure. This is a bottoming structure. I'm very confident in this. This is a bottoming structure. Now, the problem is, where do you go from here, right? How high up can you go? I still think this is the top. I don't see us getting any higher than here. That's it. You have the weekly 200, daily 200 in that region. You have this weekly breaker. I don't see us getting any higher than this. Shit. Yeah. So could we get up to the 60s? Yeah, I can see that. But I don't see us getting any higher than, realistically, 55 to 65. That's the sell-off point. But right now, I would not be shorting this. I don't think it's a very strong. I don't think it's a very smart short at this point. Yeah. Yeah, longer time frame though, this looks like it would just be a temporary bounce for an actual reversal. All right, cool. A and KR. Ooh. Okay. CB, you know what I like. All right, what is this point? What is this level? Is that a weekly? I don't think it is though. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, it is a weekly. Okay, weekly level. Bounce, bounce. Oh shit. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep. A CB, I like ANKR a lot right now. Weekly breaker, holding as support. I like ANK a lot for a long position. Holding the key weekly level. Been forming for 6 months. Yep. It's very healthy. I really like this coin. CB, this looks good. I like it. 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 Where am I targeting? Where am I targeting? Where am I targeting? That's the big key. That is the big key. Where am I targeting on here? I don't know where to target. This is the only level that makes any sense to me. I just don't see anything else that really like stands out as like a key resistance point. Yeah, I like that though. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know where to target on here. That's the crazy part about this. And then I guess if you want to have a moon bag, I guess I don't even know where else to go. Yeah, I think you got a really good one, CB. I think that's a really good play. Jeez, 50%. Holy hell. Whatever. All right, what else? What is going on? Anything else going on? Can't believe Rookie's back. Rookie XPT. It's crazy. Yep, I like that was a good. I think it was a really good play. CB, I like that a lot. That was a really good call. I think this is a killer, killer one. Yeah, I think it's a killer one. Wasn't sure at first, but yeah, I think it looks really solid. Clear, clear invalidation. Close beneath there. Yeah. Close 4 hour candle beneath the trend line. I would close it. There you go. Yep, I like it. I probably shouldn't throw any into it. All right. Yeah, for you guys who are just joining, I think CB, I don't think you were here. I want to explain why I was gone for so long and what actually happened to me. So basically, as you probably remember, back here in December, yeah, back here in December, remember how I went ahead and closed out all my positions? Right here. So I closed all my positions out, and I took those capital gains from the last like 3 years. I went and closed them out, right? Well, what I was waiting for was a proper retracement up to the $68,000 region. So when tax season came around in April, I was like, you know what? I'm going to file an extension. I'm just going to keep playing that money and see what happens, waiting for that retracement. So back here in April, I went ahead and just like, nah, I'm not going to close out. I'm just going to keep these positions open. What happened? Just drop, right? So essentially, I was playing with the IRS's money at that point. Still owed the money from way back here, but I just kept holding those spot positions, waiting for retracement. And as you guys are probably aware, we never got a retracement. So the last 2 months, I've been trying to figure out something to preserve as much capital as possible. Didn't go so well, so I had to liquidate a majority of my holdings, and so now I have a significant less holdings than I had previously because I had to pay all the capital gains for the last like 3 years. So, you know what? What do you do, right? So either way, is what it is. Yeah. So I'm definitely can't talk today. So I'm definitely fine. It's not a huge issue. My wife and I are not struggling by any means, but just a hell of a egg in the face, eating crow and all that stuff. It's like shit, that sucked ass. But IRS got their money, so whatever. You know, is what it is. That was a hell of a check to write. Hurt a lot. That was like 2 weeks ago, so I'm starting to be like, all right, I got this. I'm trying to get back in the game. Furthermore, the driver for work I hired bailed. The next one I hired damn near got me fired. So I decided not to have a driver for a while, and then which means I really couldn't work as much, or I couldn't do as many videos and things while I was out. So I found someone. He starts with me on the 15th, and so my goal. I'm not making any promises. I've tried to make promises. I keep failing at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my goal is that I'll be able to do videos and stuff a lot more often because I'll have a second person to help me out starting on the 15th. So, yep. I've been so like just depressed and stuff lately that I just haven't even like looked at charts. So, but yeah, is what it is. Yep, it is what it is, man. So I'm making it work. My wife and I are fine. I've mended a relationship with her and everything else. So you know, is what it is. She's definitely not happy because she knows what we had and what we have now is definitely tremendously different. But whatever, we'll make it back. I'm not really worried. Either way, I definitely outperformed the market. Just when the market drops so damn bad, well, you know, what do you do? So it is what it is. Did this just happen? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I think it's just this one exchange, Bittrex. I think it's just Bittrex. I was just talking about how XDC, I wasn't really liking it, and it wants to go up 43%. I'm assuming this is just a scam wick. No, no, no. She definitely isn't. Like she's awesome and stuff, so I'm not doubting that one bit. It just sucks, man. So it's just eating a lot of crow. So whatever. It is what it is, man. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a lot harder to motivate myself to come out and do these videos and things. All right. We might actually be losing. Well, if you want to hold, still technically not been lost yet. All right. APT DEFIT. I don't even know what DEFIT is. APT. Let's look at APT. I've heard of that one before at least. APT. I don't have it on here. Let's do it. APT. Do. Calculated by Coinbase. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, good. We have a real one. All right. APT. Strong aggressive movement on first listing. Looks to be sort of a consolidation pattern. We're back at our range. The biggest problem with this coin is that there's no price history, right? Like I don't have any price history. So we have literally no clue what the fair market value of this coin is. This could be the fair market value. We could say that when it was first listed, the fair market value is this high. But we don't have enough price history to make that decision. The only real we don't have much of an indicator. So if you wanted to play breakers solely, you could. If you want to play trend lines solely, you can. I don't like playing these coins though. I don't. I'd rather wait for more price history to show up, so it's not gambling. Because right now I think it's more of gambling than trading. Yeah. Now, what I will tell you though is that this is definitely a consolidation pattern. We can see some sort of a consolidation here that took place. Go back over here. Right. Consolidation, right? Impulse, consolidation, breakout, and now we're back to the consolidation range. And this area should act as some sort of a support level. So this is a support level. And so now that we're back in there, traditionally, this is the level that should act as a resistance point or a support level. Historically, that level does typically hold. If we go back to another coin, looks pretty similar to this when it first got listed, was Ape. Let's go back in time. Oops. Yeah, my wife's awesome. No, man, you're 100% sure on, like 100% accurate on that. All right. So this was a coin that looked very similar, right? I say that. I thought it did. Maybe it didn't because we had a consolidation and it broke down, not up. I guess not. I was wrong. That does not look like it at all. I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't have one off the top of my head. Just don't. Either way, though, man, the point I'm trying to make here is like I just don't really think I have enough information to make a good assessment on it. So because of that, I really just don't want to mess with it. Honestly, I don't. DEFIT. Because I've never heard of it before, I'm assuming it's very similar. Oh, wait. DEFIT. That's not a good sign. Is this it? Digital fitness? If this is it, let me know. If this is the coin you're looking for, like I really don't have anything for you. What I will tell you, this was a really clear rounded bottom pattern, right? Nice impulse, consolidation. So if you want to look at it like this, like it doesn't look horrible, but I really, 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 really hate trading these coins until there's more volume, more price history, more of a solid flow chart. Yeah, I think it's more of gambling, and I really don't try to degenerate gamble while I'm on these things. So, and even then, like this looks like it is a resistance because you have this trend line, and it looks like a bearish retest before a possible continuation back down. So, in general, I don't mess with these coins. But if I did, I would actually say this looks pretty bearish. Yeah, I would say bearish. But more of a 50-50. I don't want to mess with it. So I don't want to mess with those coins. Sorry, dude. Hope that answers your question, but that's really what I got for it. Wait, I thought it was Alliance block token. Was it ALPT or ALBT? Is that what it is? ALBT? PT? ALPT. Yeah, okay, it is ALBT. Okay, Alliance block token. Okay, I do know this one. Got it. That's why I was looking at your deal, CB, and I'm like, I don't know about that one. But there are a lot of coins come all the time, so I could have been just, missing it. I like the volume. Immediately, I like this volume. This is what you want to see coming out of a consolidation range or a rounded bottom. Strong volume. Really interesting. I like this. How much do I like it, though? All right, let's look at this. Let's start with this. Where's our Fibonacci's at? Not bad. Not bad. You can definitely say that's a 702 bounce. I like that so far. Okay. Okay. Let's look at our trend lines. Not bad. I don't hate it. I don't hate it so far. Breakers wise. This is tough. I don't like the 4-hour 200 giving us shit right now, and I don't like the 200 daily giving us shit. We're so close. Like I'm so close to being very bullish on this coin, but I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't think I'm there yet. It's close. It's close. But I like the volume, strong retracement. It's probably worth a shot. If you can manage your risk appropriately and don't overexpose yourself, I think it's worth a shot. And there's definitely a shit ton of potential on these coins. $200 daily. Oh man, if we get above that on Ethereum, it's game on. Not just Ethereum, but like the whole market. It's just game on. Came back down here. Look at that shit. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous retracement. I bet. No, a little lower. 702. Yeah, it wasn't beautiful. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad though. Yeah, Gala doesn't look okay. It looks okay, just okay. Hero does not look bad. I don't hate it. I don't hate this at all. I like this structure. I don't hate this coin. um, I really don't hate Hero right now. Oh man, it does not look that bad. Honestly, it doesn't. I mean, you really like this is basically what you're looking for a bottoming structure. This looks really clean. I think here looks really good as a bottoming structure. What VRA? Ferocity. This is basically where I'm yeah, this is the most important level in the chart. Like this is it. This is the point of impulse. Man, guys, there's a lot of these coins that are really getting me excited. Yeah. A lot of these coins are really at really significant levels. There's just a very like there's a very credible chance that we're gonna have some sort of an altcoin season. Like there's very credible chance. Now, when I say that, okay, I'm not looking for like new highs. I'm just talking about retracements up of these levels, right? But even if it goes to like here we go on Neo, right? Let's say instead of getting up here, we have a retracement up to like here, right? That's still a very decent gain. You know, it's still 300% gain, which is very, that's pretty damn impressive, right? So, yeah. Oh, man. I think I'm probably going to get off, guys. I know the viewer count's dropping. I'm probably getting bored because I've been on for so long. So, I'm probably going to go ahead and get off. I'll, yeah, I'm gonna make some posts about these particular coins I found. Like I said, Algo, XRP, VET, CSPR, ENJ, and Neo, and I already posted about ANKR. Those are the ones that I really do think have a good shot. Um, but yeah, it's good to be back. I'm going to be more active. I need to get my head out of my ass and start doing it. So that's where I'm basically at. But appreciate you guys being on here. I'm gonna go ahead and get off though. Get some lunch and all that stuff. So yeah, dude, it's good to see you as well, CB. Yeah. So whatever. It is what it is. Meat and crow, but I think honesty is the best way with you guys, and I don't want to bullshit you, and so I'm doing. But yep, deuces, boys, deuces. Have a good one, guys.